Hey, welcome to another episode of Obscure Mics. It's me, it's Bark. I'm back, and I've got a very, very obscure microphone in the studio with me today. But, like I did on the last video, first we're going to talk into the Heil PR40, and this is the Heil PR40 just as a comparison, just because this is my mic of choice at the moment. We're going to compare today's mic, the Peavey PBH handheld dynamic microphone, against the PR40, just so you can hear my main mic, and then we switch over to this one. This is a vintage microphone, by the way. Let's go ahead and switch over to it. You've heard the PR40 plenty of times on this YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and get to the actual microphone we're going to be listening to right about now. Boom, there we go. So, in the studio, I have the Peavey PBH. I'm moving my microphone stand around a lot, so it's making noise. But Peavey PBH, I got this on Mercari, I believe, for less than $20. Got it for less than $20. I want to say right about 18 bucks. And let's go ahead and show it to you real quick. Yeah. All right, the Peavey PBH. As usual, I'll just take some pictures of this and throw up there. What I like about this, which I'll show the pictures of, it has the frequency response and the polar pattern on a little black sticker around the bottom of the microphone. Like, it tells you what the frequency response is right there on the microphone. You don't need any documentation or anything like that. So let's see what this sounds like with some handling noise. Let's pass it back and forth. Okay, so I can definitely hear some handling noise in that for sure. Let's go ahead and show you what the capsule looks like under the hood. It is a massive capsule, by the way. That's what she said. Okay, so Peavey PBH microphone. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizza. Now, let's go ahead and spin the microphone around so you can hear what the off-axis noise rejection sounds like. We're at 90 degrees from the head of the microphone. That's what she said. We're at the back of the microphone. Starts to pick up a little more. Back around 90 degrees. I'm going to spin it, and get back to my throat hole, my voice hole. Let's see. I'm going to put some, there we go. I'll get that little cushion. So when I got this microphone, I think I tested it out for like 5 minutes on something, and I had nothing to compare it to. And I thought, you know, this doesn't sound bad. It's kind of got a low, bit of a dark, tiny bit muffly sound, but it's got this presence boost that's a little grainy up top that kind of evens everything out. But the graininess, I can hear it. But for sub $20, I think this thing sounds okay. I think it sounds okay for sub $20. The Heil PR40 without processing is a different story. Like that, the microphone's a different story without processing. See, I'll do this again just so you can hear. No processing on the PR40. I'm going to mute the PBH and go to the Heil PR40. Turn my level up a little bit. This is what it sounds like again, just so you can kind of compare this versus the PBH. Now we're back to the PBH, and this is what it sounds like. And I think sub $20, hard to complain. It really is hard to complain. The build quality of this microphone is excellent. I kind of like that it's like an off-white, but it's very, very heavy, very sturdy. The metal mesh grill is indestructible, it feels like. And it's really cool. It's kind of all welded together. There's no metal piece that's protruding from the grill. The grill just runs straight into threading. It's kind of different. I kind of dig it. But the capsule, don't know if you saw that, but it's pretty large. Made you look. It's pretty large. So I feel like this thing definitely picks up a pretty solid amount of lows and highs. Let's look at this thing. Yeah, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz on this. So it's got a wide frequency response for a handheld microphone, and that's pretty cool. I feel like I can hear the range all the way from bottom to top, and it's got a nice full sound on the bottom with a big clarity boost up top, and the mids don't sound bad, but it's that little bit of graininess up top that kind of not ruins it for me. I think it sounds fine, but it kind of gives it a little bit of an unnatural sound at the top. So, hey, sub $20 though. You can find this 20, 30. I don't think you'll pay much more than that, and I've seen a few of them out there. So, the Peavey PBH, let's go ahead and get on top of it as the last test. Get right up on top, the Peavey PBH, and this is what it sounds like if you get right on top, the Peavey PBH. So my total thoughts about this mic so far, man, for less than $20, I think it's a bargain. It's a steal. The last Peavey mic left me wanting more. The Peavey CM Studio Pro CM1, I believe, left a little bit to be desired. This one, not so bad. Sub $20. This is the reason I started Obscure Mics, is mics like this, mics that you don't see anywhere. No one using this kind of microphone. So what do I think its use cases are good for? Probably not live concerts, live performances. I think the handling noise was a little too much, unless you're just going to keep it in the stand. If you're going to keep it in the stand, I think it's okay. Podcasting, I think it'll work. I don't think it's like great, but if you're on a low budget, I couldn't fault you for going with the PBH for $20, $30. Granted, there's a lot of microphones out there that are really good in the $20 to $40 range now, but this isn't bad. If you want sturdy, great build quality, maybe you're a Peavey fan, I don't think you can go wrong with it for that. Let's throw an acoustic guitar on it, get to my yellow light, red light, green light rating, even though I think you know it's not a red light, and move on about our day. All right, so a little acoustic guitar thrown on this thing. What can we sing into it? My kids, they inspire so much in the car. They're really into Frozen 2. Great movie, by the way. Talked about on the Back Row Talk Show. If you've never listened to the Back Row Talk Show, I urge you to. Take a step and go into the unknown. Into the unknown. Let's see if I can get high. Into the unknown. Oh. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't have a damn clue what I'm talking about. But if you have, you know that I just butchered a really good tune for a cartoon movie. Anyways, Obscure Mics, PBH. I give it the green light for under $20 if you can find it used. I don't think it's that bad. A little muffly, a little dark, a little bit of processing could probably help it. You know what? I'll go ahead and throw some processing on it now. And here you go. A little bit of compression, a little bit of de-essing. De-ess that crap. I don't think it needs a big bottom, but we'll throw it on there. Now it's a big bottom, a little more floor. This is what it sounds like with some processing. Turning that back off, turning processing off, and here's the microphone again. Got the green light. I can't give it a different rating for under $20. I got it for $18. I could use this. Peace out. Obscure Mics.